AI is evolving fast.
Nobody's using this stuff right now for like this type of marketing content.
And it's changing business and life as we know it.
I think this is quite a pivotal time, not just for AI, but for humanity in general.
We're here to help you, the human, get educated on what AI can do for you, your business, and really your life.
Entry-level creator, create higher quality content and faster.
This is an educational and entertaining at sometimes, really, journey that we're going on ourselves. But we'd like you to be a part of this as well, because we know how much this is going to change a lot of things. We had tasks that were taking an hour and a half, and then through AI, all of a sudden, we're taking a minute. So on the show, we'll be talking about why AI is so transformative and how to use it to grow your business and enhance your life. We'll be bringing on AI experts. What are the best copywriters doing right now with AI, who are living in the artificial intelligence space? Is there any piece of you that's a little bit worried about where AI could go? All in order to give you the valuable insights, knowledge, and data that you deserve.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Welcome to the Humans and AI podcast. So episode number 1, we're starting at the most basic and fundamental level, because again, this is an educational and entertaining journey that we're going on. And the first question that we have, that you have, that a lot of people have right now is, what really is AI and Chat GPT? Why is it so freaking disruptive all of a sudden? It seems like we were talking about AI once in a while, and now it's like every day you're seeing posts about it, content on TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, articles being written about it. It's just being talked about everywhere. So here's the actual definition. This is according to Oxford Dictionary. And again, I'm gonna be reciting a lot of things because I don't know it all, right? I'm learning as you guys are learning. And I think one of the most important things to do in a time of heavy disruption like this, or when the internet was around, or when video content started, all of these different changes, the most important part that I see is you get in, you dive in, and you learn, you build skill sets, you test and try different things, you get educated. And that's what we're doing here. So AI, according to Oxford Dictionary, is the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and translation between languages. What does that really mean though? Now, when I was reading up on this and doing some research, I was like, what have we used in the past that was AI that maybe we just didn't even think of it, to help you guys better understand what this really is before we get into Chat GPT. So everyone knows Chat GPT, and if you don't, you've been literally living under a rock the past few months. I mean, seriously. But some other examples of AI that you probably use every single day and just don't even realize it sometimes is social media algorithms. Whether it's LinkedIn or TikTok or Instagram, all those algorithms are powered by a very powerful AI machine. Another one that you use all the time is text editors and autocorrectors. That's AI going in there, and when you're typing something out, it finishes the sentence for you. That's AI. Chatbots, another great example, which is somewhat similar to ChatGPT. We're going to get into that here in a second. And then you've got things like maps and GPS, which definitely leverage a lot of satellites to get their information. But using machine learning, the algorithms remember the edges of buildings that it has learned, which allows for better visuals for the map and recognition and understanding of houses and building numbers and things like that. So it's basically like the old GPS, but on steroids now. Now, I mentioned machine learning there, which a lot of times comes up when you talk about AI. And I know for me, when I was doing research, I was like, what the heck's the difference between AI and machine learning? Like, are they the same, similar things? Like, what really is it? Here's the definition of machine learning. Machine learning is focused on building systems that learn or improve their performance based on the data they consume. It's important to note that although all machine learning is AI, not all AI is machine learning. So again, I thought, let's break this down, right? Because I understand that, I see that, I got it. But then I'm like, give me some examples. Let me see some examples of what machine learning is versus what I just gave you for AI. Here are some examples of machine learning. Image recognition. So a machine basically can look at a bunch of different images and then recognize certain faces or patterns. Speech recognition is another great example, where it can recognize certain speech patterns or voice patterns. Because the machine is getting more and more data, it's starting to recognize, this is this person's voice, this is this person's face, this is a trend here. And so based on that machine learning, it's able to give you out a greater output or a more accurate output. Also, statistical arbitrage. That sounds like a fancy word, but really it's just analyzing large data sets. So picture something like a stock market exchange, where the machine learning would basically take a bunch of data and information, and then based on that, it would start learning very quickly in a matter of seconds, way faster than humans could, and it would give you out outputs or data sets that you can then go and use. Whatever, guys, I don't have it all figured out, okay? I'm giving you what I know, I'm giving you what I've done the research on, so you don't have to go and do it yourself, all right? Now let's get to the second part of this, which is, what is Chat GPT? Again, you've probably heard of it, and perhaps you even have used it yourself. I know we've been using it for months now, along with other AI tools in our business. But I'm gonna break it down for you, because maybe you know a little bit, maybe you know nothing, maybe you know some things. So Chat GPT, which stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Wonder why we don't say that. Now you get where the short name comes from, right? People are gonna walk around being like, have you used Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer today? It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be Chat GPT. It's an artificial intelligence chatbot. And rather than continue to talk about it, I actually wanted to dive into Chat GPT right now and show you the capabilities. I wanna show you how this thing actually works. And maybe you've played around with this, and if so, maybe this even takes it to the next level for you. But maybe you haven't, and if you haven't, this is gonna be really cool for you to see. Maybe a little bit scary, we'll see. But here's the thing about ChatGPT, and in this episode, this is the 101, so we're not getting into the strategies, the tactics, the techniques, how to really use this to create content or grow your business or write that blog article or whatever it might be. This is just to show you a little bit about the capabilities. And also keep in mind, guys, we're just getting started with this. We are just getting started. So what it can do now versus 6 months to 12 months from now, it's going to be a completely different thing. Here's the thing about ChatGPT and AI in general. Quality inputs equals quality outputs. Poor inputs equals poor or low quality outputs. And by that, I mean the more prompts and context and information that you give it on the front end, the better quality output that it's going to give you on the back end. Exactly what we did here. Can you write me a LinkedIn text post about why small to medium-sized business owners of software companies should be creating engaging video content for LinkedIn and YouTube right now? I want to highlight the fact that they can be attracting clients, building their brand, and landing speaking engagements through their content. I also threw in a little context or a little backstory here where we've even had clients win six-figure deals in the first 90 days of posting videos. I wanted to mention that, right? So I gave it some decent information. Could this be better? For sure. Let's see what it gives me. It starts typing out a LinkedIn post on this exact topic. Now, here's the thing again. Is this 100%? I'm going to use all of this, just copy and paste it? No, of course not, right? I need to go in here and change some things. I would not use that hook, right? Like that's to me is not a great hook. And it's got probably all of the substance is in there. I just got to go through now here and reframe it, tweak some things, eliminate some things, add some things. But this is great if you're trying to get a start. Now let's go a totally different direction. Now I just want you to see how this can be applicable in not just marketing and things like that, but in other industries and areas. Can you write me a 10-page essay on Abraham Lincoln's life from ages 20 to 30 in a fun and enthusiastic tone at a fifth grader level? I am not suggesting that people go out and do this, but again, this is open and honest. I want to show you what this can do. I could add a ton more context there and it'd probably be even better, but just for the sake of this, I'm going to keep it simple. And it starts writing out this essay on Abraham Lincoln about his life from the ages 20 to 30 in a fun and enthusiastic tone. I don't know if that's quite in a fun, enthusiastic tone, but there's some things you could tweak there and give it more context or more information to make this better. But you just can see with the power of this thing and what it can do. It's wild. Now let's go a totally different direction here and get a little bit creative. Can you write me a rap battle between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and have it be about who's the better entrepreneur? Now you might be thinking, this is crazy. It can't write me a rap battle like this, can it? Yes, it can. Paving the way for clean energy. Jeff Bezos, what's your legacy? Oh, snap. Then Jeff Bezos comes on, hey, it's Jeff Bezos, the Amazon king. I'm building an empire that's still growing. All right, I like that. Online shopping, cloud computing. My success is constantly accruing. It even gives us a chorus. I mean, this is just insane. So anyways, if you didn't understand ChatGPT before, how it could work and what it can do, I hope this gives you a better, clearer picture. ChatGPT was developed by OpenAI, and it was launched in November 2022. OpenAI is a company. Think of ChatGPT as like one of their products. Now, do you know who founded OpenAI? This blew my mind when I first heard it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So the organization was founded in San Francisco, go figure, in 2015 by Sam Altman, who is still the CEO of the company, Reid Hoffman, you may remember him for founding LinkedIn, Jessica Livingston, I'm probably gonna butcher this name, but Ia Sutskever, sorry if I got that wrong, Peter Thiel, and the one and only Elon Musk. It's like, geez, the guy's got SpaceX, Tesla, PayPal, and now he's got this? Now, Musk resigned from the board in 2018, but he remained a donor and eventually committed $100 million. Microsoft provided OpenAI LP with a $1 billion investment. If that doesn't say how strongly this is moving in the direction of AI, I don't know what does. In 2019, and a second multi-year investment in January of 2023, reported to be $10 billion. They ain't playing around. Neither should you. Now, this is about to get really interesting too. So I went on the website of ChatGPT and I went to their general frequently asked questions. This is on their page, not a third party, anyone else's. And again, I really am a fan of ChatGPT. I've been using it like crazy. Our whole team has. These are some of the things that they list as questions, and then they answer the questions. First question, how much does it cost to use ChatGPT? It's free. You can actually upgrade. I saw it last time I checked, it was like $20 a month. And I think it's relatively the same features, but it doesn't, there's not as much interruptions, and it gives you access to things when other people don't. I'm sure that will change though. If you're listening to this in 6 months, there's probably all types of different things. Why does the AI seem so real and lifelike? That's a great question. These models were trained on vast amounts of data from the internet written by humans, including conversations. So the responses it provides may sound human-like. It is important to keep in mind that this is a direct result of the system's design, maximizing the similarity between outputs and the data sets the models were trained on, and that such outputs may be inaccurate, untruthful, or otherwise misleading at times. This is from ChatGPT, so keep this in mind, all right? We're gonna have a lot of other episodes on how AI is impacting content creation and a ton of different things that are gonna be really, really good. And we're gonna give you strategies, tactics, techniques from some of the best people that are using them. But keep that in mind. If you're just, I'm gonna use ChatGPT for everything and not check anything, there's definitely a human component that still needs to be strongly influenced when you're talking about prompting the AI, giving it templates, giving it a voice, telling it what not to do, telling it what to do. All these things need to be considered when you're using AI. Next question, can I trust the AI is telling me the truth? ChatGPT is not connected to the internet. I don't even understand that fully, but that's on their site. I think I do. I think they're saying it's not like what happened today, it's not getting filtered to ChatGPT. Feel free to dig in on that if you want. But it can occasionally produce incorrect answers. It has limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021 and may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content. Keep that in mind too. It could be biased, right? Now, this is as we sit here today, March 27th of 2023. And they said they'd recommend checking whether responses from the model are accurate or not. And that's what I just said. I would recommend the same. Now, you may have heard by this point that there's a Chat GPT 4. It's already done. It's already made. I'm sure they're doing updates and all kinds of cool stuff to it, but it's there. It's just not open yet to the public as it sits here today, March 27th, 2023. But it's reportedly 6 times larger than Chat GPT 3. Just kidding. I'm not gonna I'll speculate a little bit here. I think it's going to have a lot more images and videos. Like there's going to be a lot of visual type stuff. I think that you can't do necessarily as much with the first one, but it's going to be wild. So all this being said, why the heck has AI and ChatGPT become so disruptive? It seems like overnight. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but 6 months ago, it's not like we were talking about AI every single day. Most of us weren't until ChatGPT a few months ago. And then it was like, it's just like you see posts about it now on LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, there's articles. It's like, it's everywhere. I think for a lot of reasons that's the case. I think my top 3, as I really boiled it down and I took in all this information, just really thought about how we use it and why it's so effective and the future of it and all that stuff, I really came to 3 conclusions. And there's definitely more, but these are the 3 that just popped up in my head. Number 1, the technology itself is just insane. And it's creating an enormous amount of efficiencies and opportunities, some so big that they're even beginning to replace certain aspects of jobs. And in some cases, it's replacing jobs. And we'll definitely see that over the next forever. Any technology does the same, right? It creates jobs, it will create jobs, but it also eliminates certain aspects of jobs, or in some cases, eliminates jobs. The second reason I think it's become so disruptive, seemingly overnight, even though it's been a long work in progress, is because of the rapid advancement. I mean, you're just seeing things now. It's like the technology curve is starting to go like this, where it's like, wow, things are changing very fast and things are adapting very fast. And the third reason I think it's been such a disruptor and so many people are talking about it, there's such a big buzz around it, is because there's some concerns, there's some fears around AI in general, not just ChatGPT, but what's going to happen in our future? What if this stuff gets in the wrong hands of bad leaders or people that have bad intentions? Is there a concern that this stuff could take over? And to prepare for this episode, I was watching an interview with Sam Altman, who's the CEO of OpenAI, which created Chat GPT. And they straight up asked him, they said, are you concerned? Do you have some fears around AI in the future of it? And he said, yes, I do. And he said, if I said I didn't, I'd either be lying or you should be concerned. Because why would he not have certain concerns and certain fears? The question is, how do we minimize those? How do we start building AI with that in mind? How do we make it safe? These are all the things that they started talking about after that. Okay, so that's it for episode 1. This was the framework, the foundation, the 101. I'm really excited about the next episode because we've got a great guest on there, and then we've got another guest lined up for episode 3, and we're continuing to line up more and more guests. Again, people that are building AI-based companies. They're in the technology, they're in the weeds, and or they're helping people train and build skills around this stuff so we can give you all these valuable insights in knowledge and pass it on to you guys so you guys can, again, go and use this stuff to really build your business, to make an impact, to enhance your life. But I'll see you next time. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, whether you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you're watching a video on YouTube, make sure you subscribe because every single week we're gonna bring you a really valuable episode that is going to help you navigate through this AI transformation that is happening right in front of our eyes.